I got so much paper, bro. I got so much paper. Yo, my face is red as fuck in this camera. When you edit this video, you gotta take some of the red away. Take away the hue.
I can't tell you right now.
The colorness, bro. Okay. It's a little too red, bro. I look like an apple.
Did you get enough sleep tonight?
I got plenty of sleep, actually.
Okay, all right, cool.
Are we on?
We're on.
Dun-dun-dun-dun! Welcome, guys, for another episode of CNN Sports, home of the fake sports analysis. I'm your host for the evening, Stephen A. Smith. And to my left, your right, we have...
You know he's for Fox Sports, right?
Skip Bayless. My name's Sebastian, bro.
Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
To CNN Sports.
Thank you guys for joining us for another update on the NBA playoffs for Rhinos and Aliens After Dark. Hopefully when you guys get this, it will be later tonight. We're recording as of Monday. So tonight, the Houston Rockets and Minnesota Timberwolves are playing. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Utah Jazz are playing. And then one more team is playing, right?
I think that's it.
No, I believe there was 3 teams. I think it's Celtics and Bucks.
No.
Oh, okay, so...
Rockets, Wolves, Thunder, Jazz.
Okay, so I was correct. But anyway, before we get into talking about, for the most part, the first round of the playoffs, and a very surprising round, we can both agree on about that.
Word.
We just wanted to talk about and give some love to women gymnastics. The UCLA women gymnastics team won their 7th title in 22 years, their first since 2010. And the reason why it was such a special win is because the reigning champions for the past 2 years, the Oklahoma Sooners, they were leading, and somehow UCLA came back with a perfect 10 by Peng Lee, and she scored a perfect 10 on the beam, and they just won in a photo finish. I know what's so funny, bro.
Where's she from?
I believe she's some Asian.
Of course.
Yeah. But this is the impressive thing. She's actually a 6-year senior.
What?
I didn't get into the details. I'm assuming something happened where she got injured, so she couldn't play she couldn't perform for 2 years, and she's a 6-year senior.
Yeah, with a name like that, you know it wasn't her grades. It's not why she got held back.
And she goes to UCLA, so yes. Okay. And
mostly the other thing.
Okay.
Anyways.
Moving on. Maggie Nichols, who is actually the star for the Oklahoma Sooners, she is a sophomore. She won the all-around event, which means she had the best score for all the events combined out of any player. And one of the standout performances was a perfect 10 on the bars. So I just wanted to show some love to her. She has a future with the USA gymnastics team. So I just wanted to show some love about that. Now, we're going to move on to CNN Sports.
Bum, bum, bum. Ding-ding-ding-ding. Those are balls dribbling. Okay. All right. We had a couple games since our last update.
Oh, and by the way, bro, if you haven't noticed, the other stuff is like stuff you could add in when we talk about those series.
What do you mean?
Right there, the bullet points.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, so what we believe was hands down the most shocking series of the playoffs thus far.
Are we talking about Pelicans or?
Yes.
All right. The Blazers and the Pelicans.
Yeah, the Pelicans won in a sweep.
Wow. We had it close. I had it in 7. So
I had it in 7.
Yeah, so I mean we weren't that far off. 4 is only 3 away. 5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
Close.
that's how math works.
Close. Very.
No game besides the first game that we talked about last week was close.
Yeah. What is it? Game 2, 102, 111.
Oh, yeah.
Game
Let's go
3.
through each games. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pelicans, Blazers. Game 2, Blazers 102, Pelicans 111.
Yeah.
Game 3, Pelicans
119, Blazers 102.
Game 4, Pelicans 131 and Blazers 123. Yeah, it was just ridiculous. Game 4, was it game 4?
Yes, what you're about to talk about.
Yeah. Drew Holiday, 41 points, 8 assists. Anthony Davis, 47 points, 11 rebounds. And Rondo helped out with 16 assists. Bro, they're looking scary.
And as we brought up last week, can you imagine with DeMarcus Cousins?
Bro, at that point, you got to look at the Warriors, if you're the Warriors, and be a little nervous.
Bro, they should be nervous now because they don't have Curry for at least the first 4 games of the series.
That's why with Boogie, they should be worried, period. But without Boogie and without Curry, if I'm the Warriors, honestly, I'm still a little shaken up by this.
No, it's how their guards are playing. Drew Holiday for the series averaged over 20 points. I think it was nearly 25 points. Wow. Rondo has been averaging around 15 assists. And by the way, since we were talking about Anthony Davis, he is now still the only player in NBA history to average over 30 points per game in the postseason. I know it's only 8 games into his postseason career, but he's averaging around 32 points per game.
Jordan averaged that, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only other player. So that is... I would not be surprised right now if they beat the Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the way they that's a huge confidence boost to take a team like the Blazers. The Blazers aren't as bad as...
They're not scrubs.
No, they're not. You know, you look at 4-0 and you think, wow, shit team. No. Not really, no.
And the crazy part, Rondo and Drew Holiday dominated Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah.
Dominated them. Lillard was...
Yeah, when he was guarded by Holiday, his numbers were way down.
Turnovers, field goal percentage.
Was it? Damn, I guess it was a different game.
You talking about game 2?
Lillard, yeah, he had game 3.
Game 3.
Game 3, 20 points on 5 of 14 shooting.
Yeah. And, bro, his turnovers this entire series has been dreadful. His assist-to-turnover ratio has been bad.
Yeah. He's getting locked down.
Yeah. And, this brings us back to what we said last week. I messed up saying how the Bulls beat Chicago, and when they were up 1-0, they were actually up 2-0. Chicago won both games in Boston with Rondo.
Yeah, and then they came back around and won the next 4, right?
Yeah, because Chicago. Yeah,
Wade was nowhere to be found in game 4, 6. Yeah. I mean,
okay, so that is without a doubt the most shocking series of the first round. Now moving on to
we said there would be by the time this update came around, there might be a couple series over. Yeah,
that's the only one.
Yeah.
So, but this might be Sebastian's most disheartening.
Yeah, 76ers, number 3 seed, and the Miami Heat is the number 6 seed. The series now stands at 3-1.
Philly leading.
All right, our first game. Philly took that game out by a blowout.
Yeah, Heat impressively came back game 2.
Very impressively. Dwayne Wade had a vintage performance. He put up 29 or 29?
28 points in 26 minutes.
Yep. 103-113. The Heat pulled it off.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you because just to point this out, last week you said Heat in 6. I said Philly in 5. When the Heat won that game, I was like, man, this is going 7. I was worried.
Yeah.
And then 2 back-to-back home games for the Heat did not go according to plan.
Yeah, no, I really thought, honestly, after the way they came out in game 2, that they were going to defend home court. Yeah. I thought, I didn't think Wade was going to give you 28, 29 every night, but I thought, at least 15.
They were at least going to win one game at home.
I thought at least. Look, listen, game 3, 108, 128. Again,
overshadow. No, but this is just like game 1. The score is not really vindictive.
It's even worse because the game 3, the Heat and the Sixers went back and forth the entire time. There was 2 double technicals.
Yeah. It was basically a tie game going into the fourth, and then what was the fourth quarter?
The fourth quarter, the Heat were outscored 32-14.
Yeah,
and it was a close game up until about the 5th or 6th minute mark, and from there on, Embiid started hitting threes. Simmons,
he hit 2, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Embiid hit 3 threes that game.
No, but then he hit 2 in the fourth.
Yeah. Yeah, 108, 128. I thought, okay, that game wasn't this. I was thinking that this series could still go the distance. You know,
Yeah.
it would sure they're up 2-1. They stole home court again.
They'll win game 4.
Yeah, game 4,
But-
102, 106. That might have been the closest ending.
And what
So
sucks
far.
yet again, the Heat for most of that game was leading, bro.
Yeah, they went back and forth in the fourth quarter. Listen, the 76ers.
But the third quarter, they had a double-digit lead.
Were they?
Yeah, well, I was rewatching the game, and it was a rerun, and the Heat had an 8 or 10 point lead in the third quarter, and the way they were starting to move away, I was like, oh, the Heat are easily going to win this. But then, you know how ESPN, they have the scores at the bottom scrolling, and it says they lost. So I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, look, Simmons, a triple-double, 17, 13, and 10. Redick, 24 again. Embiid, 14 and 12. Dario Saric? Well, Saric.
You said you weren't going to say it because you couldn't pronounce his name.
11 and 8. And then Covington, Bellinelli, and Ilyasova all had 10. You know,
Yeah.
for the Heat, Dragic had 20. Wade, another throwback performance with 25, but I think he took like 25 shots, so. Still.
And
when
Ben Simmons became the first rookie to post a triple-double in the postseason since 1980, a la Magic Johnson.
Whiteside finally shows up in the series. 13 points, 13 rebounds.
Shows up, quote-unquote.
Well, it's not bad. 13 rebounds is about what he averages. He averages just under that. 14 rebounds, I think, for the season.
Bro, they
8
lost
points.
both games at home.
Yeah. That's
unacceptable for a veteran team, in my opinion.
Yeah. Wade, man, you could just look at Wade's body language in Game 4. He looked like he was the only one who cared about winning. This might be Wade's last season.
Yeah.
He was asked after the game, and he just kind of smiled, paused, and said, I'm preparing for the next game. That's all I'm worried about right now.
You know what's very disappointing? It feels like unless he has superstars around him, he never has great teams.
Yeah. A little bit of a wasted talent, I guess.
No, when you think about it, it really is, bro.
I think, you know what? I'm just going to say Sixers in 5. But
Let's save that for the end.
The optimistic part of me, you know, if the Heat can find a way to steal Game 5, then we'll lose in 6.
That they would do that. The way this series is going.
They just need to find a way to defend home court. Just steal one on the road and defend home court.
They need to find
it.
a way to win the fourth quarter, bro.
Yeah, we go into every half winning. At this point, man, listen, if I'm the Heat team, just worry about winning one game. Forget that you're down 3-1. Go into Philly thinking you need to win one game. When you go back home, just worry about, if you go back home, just think, we just got to defend home court. And then once it's Game 7, I don't care. Listen, I'm going to be realistic with you. If we lose in 7, totally fine with that. After being down 3-1, I'll take that.
Yeah, respect.
Moving
Okay,
on.
now moving on to the next series, we have the Golden State Warriors, the number 2 seed in the West, going against the San Antonio Spurs. Just so everybody knows, Sebastian predicted this in 5. I predicted a sweep. And sadly, because the Warriors this entire season just don't give a fuck, Sebastian was correct.
So far.
Yeah, they technically can
Warriors
lose.
can still...
Yeah.
The Warriors still need to win.
Yeah. But the Warriors easily won in Game 2, 116 to 101. Then they technically easily won in Game 3, 110 to 97. However, for most of that game, it was tight, and the Warriors didn't pull away until the fourth quarter. As we're seeing a common trend in these playoffs, most of the games are very tight, and then they get blown out in the fourth quarter. And then Game 4, the Spurs won in vintage fashion, 103 to 90.
Yeah, Ginobili.
Yes, bro.
16 points. Gay contributed with 14 and 7. Aldridge 22 and 10.
Bro, he looked fantastic for a 40-year-old player.
Yeah.
He looked fantastic just for a bench player, let alone a 40-year-old bench player.
No, it was impressive.
And I believe he nearly half of his points came in the fourth quarter, bro. He hit a couple threes. He hit a clutch fadeaway one-hand shot. And the Warriors, they either play perfect team ball or they go to the Durant show. And this game was the Durant show.
Yeah, KD 34 and 13. Thompson, who's been hot all series, posted only 12 points, 4 of 16 shooting.
And bro, most of that game, especially in the second half, Thompson had open shots, yet Durant or the other players fed it to Durant, and it's just you can't win, bro.
No.
You can't beat the Spurs that way. And that's the thing. The first 3 games, the Warriors won because of ball movement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we don't have much to say about that.
Warriors in 5.
Yeah. Now moving on to what has become a very interesting series, which it shouldn't be surprising in terms of what we predicted before the series started.
Yeah, I just didn't think it would go the way it did, right?
Yes.
So it's the Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
We both had the Bucks in 6. We just didn't think the Celtics would start off 2-0.
No. You had the Bucks in 6. I had Boston in 6.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think the Bucks were gonna lose 2 games in a row at home. I mean, on the road.
We both had the Bucks in 6 before the series, but with the way Boston came out, I slowly switched and said, okay, Boston is 6.
Do you still think Boston is 6?
I think this series is going 7.
Yeah, I think the way it looks, I think neither team is gonna lose at home.
No, for real. Okay, to go off of this, the Celtics, after winning a close game, comeback victory in overtime in Game 1, they won Game 2 120-106. Then the next
120 to 106.
What did I say?
No, it sounded like 120 to 106
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
120 and then
to 106.
yes. And then Game 3 and Game 4, the Bucks pulled away. The Bucks won in dominant fashion from start to finish, 116-92.
Whoa, the scores were the same Game 3 and Game 4? Or is that a typo?
That was a typo. Fuck me, bro.
I get it.
Thank you for that correction.
Yeah. No, I thought, okay, they lost Game 4 102 to 104.
Yeah, Boston lost Game 4.
Yeah.
But to point out, the Bucks for the first 3 quarters were dominating, and then it was Boston who came back and made it a tight game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anything, because when you think about it, Game 1 and Game 4 were very close games with comeback victories. Or it was blowouts for most of the game, and then it became tight in the fourth quarter. And then Game 2 and 3 were just straight up blowouts.
Yeah.
So what are we going to see for Games 5 and 6?
Hopefully a little bit more of the same, although I would like the Bucks to pull away. Because they're the better team.
They have the best talent.
They have the more talent. Yeah, it should, talent should win.
Can you say this, though? Are you impressed with what Brad Stevens is doing?
Oh, I'm very impressed. I think, yeah.
With all the injuries, because actually they don't have Irving, they don't have
Hayward, and they don't have
Smart,
yeah.
Bro, those are at least 3 of their top 5 players, and easily their 2 best.
Yeah. No, that's wow. No, it's very impressive.
Yeah. To be honest, this series can go either way. Yeah. And I still want to say the Celtics because they have so much heart. But my brain is saying Bucks. So I am switching that. We'll do a summary at the end of that. Next series is the Houston Rockets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Houston is now leading 2-1. And this series is getting interesting now.
Yeah. The first game they only won by 3. The Rockets only won by 3.
Yeah. It was much closer than if any one of the starters for Minnesota showed up, they would have won that game.
You're right. Game 2, they only won they won by 20. They blew them out. 102 to 82, and I'm starting to think, okay, this might be a sweep or maybe a 5.
Max 5, yeah.
And then Game 3, the Timberwolves at home decided to show a little pride.
Yeah, when their starters showed up.
Yeah, 121 Timberwolves, 105 Rockets.
A concerning thing, though, is Karl Anthony Towns is not having a good series whatsoever.
See, it's weird to see all these rookies this year going off, and then you got guys who aren't rookies, but it's their first playoff.
Yeah. Yo, I don't know. Do you have any stats for Game 3?
Yeah, Harden 29, 7 and 7. CP3 17. And then on the Wolves, Butler had 28.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague had 23. Towns was 18 and 16. He showed up. Wiggins 20 and Rose 17 in 16 minutes.
Yo, he's been balling this series.
Yeah.
Because he was a main reason why the game was so close Game 1.
I'm just hoping he doesn't get injured, man. I'm not trying to be funny. It's just because
it just
he's got the worst luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the embodiment of injury prone, sadly.
So what did we predict the series to go at?
We predicted that series to go 5 games. Both me and you had Rockets in 5. Depending how tonight plays out, our prediction could be spot on, or this could be a 7-game series. Because if the Timberwolves win in a blowout game again, I do not see them losing Game 6.
I will stick to Rockets in 5.
I'm saying at least 6 now.
Yeah?
Yeah. But of course, the Timberwolves might have just been a 1-game, 1 show. You know? And then they just blow it on Game 4, and then they will lose in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might have been a flash in the pants.
Yeah.
You know, you came out with some pride just like the Heat did. Put up some good numbers, and then...
Another number 1 seed versus 8 seed. This time in the East, the Toronto Raptors are facing the Wizards. The series is now tied up 2-2.
That, I'm very surprised by that.
I'm not at all.
Honestly, I had the Wizards, the way the Raptors were playing, I had the Wizards winning 1 game at home. Well, I said at least 1 game, but...
You had Raptors in 5.
Yeah. The series is now 2-2. Raptors won the first game. It was a bit close. Game 2, 130-19, has a bit more distance between the teams.
Franchise record, though, for points in the postseason.
Oh, 130?
Yeah, the 130.
Wizards, 122. Raptors, 103 in Game 3. That was the first game Washington played at home. And then Game 4, 106 Wizards and 98. That was... Let's pull out some
The 2 guards
here.
for the Wizards showed up. They balled. What were the specifics?
Yeah, Wall, 27, 6, and 14. And Beal put up 31.
Wall had 14 assists?
Yeah.
Holy.
Listen, when this backcourt
when they gel.
well, when they gel, they are scary.
No, easily top 3 backcourt.
Yeah.
And I would say they're more dangerous than
Lillard and McCollum?
Yes, because Wall is actually a true point guard.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Whereas Lillard's more of a shoot first.
And he got exposed.
Yeah.
He's going to have to do some soul searching this offseason. But going back to the
I think it was just a bad, because he's generally good in the playoffs.
But bro, matchups.
Yeah.
Matchups.
So on the Raptors side, DeRozan balled out again, 35 points. Lowry, he's been showing up. I can't
What was
say
his stat specifically?
19. Ibaka had 7 points but 10 rebounds.
Okay, Ibaka, that's my opinion. It was a disappointing performance. My opinion, Lowry is still not showing up to the standards I hold him to. But DeRozan...
And Game 3, Lowry had 19 again.
Yeah, but Game 1, he didn't show up at all.
Yeah, no, he was nowhere to be found.
And, bro, scoring in the teens is much different than the 20s, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's one below 20s, but...
Yeah, but he's still not averaging 20 for the series. He's averaging around 15, 16.
Yeah.
But DeRozan, I think he's performing better in the postseason than the regular season. He's showing up.
Yeah, well, if not better, then right on par.
On the same level, which is new for him.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he had big postseasons last year, but,
it wasn't consistent.
Yeah, it wasn't as hot as he was during the regular season. Cause if you remember the beginning of last season,
best season of his career in terms of points per game.
How he started, it looked like he was going to lead the league in points.
Yo, from 1/3 of the season, he was doing 28, 30 points per game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 40-point games in the first 2 weeks, or the first week or something like that. But anyways.
By the way, we forgot to mention this. The Wolves, they finally won a playoff game in 14 years. So,
woo, go Wolves.
Bravo.
And 5. Rockets. All right. The next series is the number 4 Cavaliers with the number 5 Pacers. The series is now 2-2. After losing Game 1, LeBron's first loss, and I don't know how many fucking tries.
His first loss in a Game 1 in the first round ever.
I know, yeah. It's going to be like his first round series that he doesn't sweep.
Yeah, in a while.
Yeah, but Cavs came back and won 100-97 in Game 2. Barely won.
Yes, barely won, and they were actually lucky because Oladipo was wide open, so that could have gone into overtime.
Yeah.
Now Game 3, the Pacers came back. They won 92-90, and that was a comeback victory. If I'm correct, they were down 17 points in that game and came back and found a way. That might be the game of the series.
Yeah. With the last possession, J.R. Smith took the most wild full half court shot,
In J.R. Smith fashion, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it was 420 weekend, so.
Wasn't that on Friday? Or was that a Thursday game? That might have been on 420, bro.
I think that was Friday, yeah.
And then game 4, the game last night, the Pacers lost 100-104. So now, bro, I think this is going 7, but I have no clue who's going to win. Because home court obviously doesn't matter.
No,
every game
not at
has
all.
been, besides the first game, every game has been tight.
Yeah, it's been 1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
Series is 2-2. LeBron had 32, 13, and 7. Corver had 18 on the Pacers side. Wow. Oladipo, 17. Young, 12 and 16. Turner, 17. Sabonis? I don't even know how the fuck to say his name. 19. Stevenson, 11, but on 5 of 11 shooting.
Well, that's still not bad. That's still over 40%. That's like 43, 44, 45%.
I think that's doo-doo. You're only going to have 11 points on 11 shots.
Okay, well, a good thing to point out, though, I'm glad you pointed that out. Well-balanced team. They're still playing
that's why
team
I had
ball.
all their stats.
Yeah.
All the stats, yeah.
And can I point something out about LeBron James? Why, if you are to pick a team, especially after this round, it's worrisome for the Cavaliers. This is the 61st time LeBron James has led his team in points, rebound, and assists. And he also scored 30 points for the 100th time in his postseason career, which is second only behind LeBron James. But, bro, when they are winning, they're winning because of him.
Behind who?
Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jordan has 109.
Okay.
Yeah. But, by the way, he's easily hands down first in terms of leading a team in the postseason with points, rebounds, and assists. Bro, when they win, it is solely because of him. When they lose, it is because of the rest of the team.
Yeah. He can't do it all.
Yeah, and not to take anything away from the Pacers, but the Cavs are a more talented team. So why are they not showing up?
Yeah. LeBron can't do it alone. That's as simple as that.
Do you think he's staying? Because the way they're performing, bro, they're not getting out the second round.
I hope he stays because they're going to reload if he stays anyway. So.
But, bro, they had a loaded team at the beginning of this year. They reloaded halfway through. It's not like they went into the season, into postseason struggling.
He needs more proven players. And when I mean proven, I mean not 36-year-old Dwayne Wade.
I don't know, bro. Something doesn't make sense.
Well,
do you think this is a coach thing? Do you think
it could be? It could be. I don't like Tyronn.
Oh, bro, I'm so mad he won a championship.
Yeah, he shouldn't have won that.
He's gonna go down as the
most overrated.
Yeah, to win one. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, the series goes to 7.
The last series that we're going to, the last series of the postseason, really.
Thunder and Jazz.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the most surprising ones for me.
No, bro. This series, in my opinion, is proving why Mitchell is the rookie of the year, bro.
Yeah.
Because unlike Philly is hands down the more talented team, but in that series, right?
But that's kind of why it's Donovan Mitchell, right? Because they've got such a talented team.
No, and then OKC is easily the more talented team in this series.
Yeah.
Hands down. They have potentially have 4 all-star caliber players. And the Jazz max have 2?
Yeah.
And the Jazz, by the way, to lead up to the suspense, they're leading 2-1. They actually won in OKC in
Yeah, they won game 2. No, they
Did I mess that up? They won game 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have them as loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they won
to 102-95.
Yeah. I just mixed it up. My bad.
102-95.
Yeah, they won game 2, and then they came back and dominated game 3.
Yeah, 102-115.
The Jazz 115, obviously.
Yeah.
I just want to point up this impressive stat, right? Donovan Mitchell in the fourth quarter through 3 games has scored 23 points. Westbrook has only scored 2.
That's doo-doo.
Yeah. And then was it game 3 where Westbrook gave up a triple-double to Ricky Rubio?
Yep, 26, 11, and 10. Mitchell put up another 22 and 11.
11 rebounds, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gobert, 18 and 12.
He's becoming a rebound machine.
Yeah.
Mitchell. And then Gobert is Gobert.
Gobert.
Of course, they're playing tonight, so we're going to see how that is. If the Jazz win, I'm predicting in 6.
I agree. That's a good prediction.
Yeah. But then, you never know. The Thunder might just give up all hope. And I wouldn't be surprised if Westbrook has a monster triple-double, and then they still lose Game 5.
Yeah, because he's a very self-centered player, so. But I've said that before.
He does what he needs to win the game, bro.
He does what he needs to get his stats up.
Bro, when he gets a triple-double, his team has an incredible winning percentage. It's like over 80% for his career. Okay. Yeah.
I say what I said.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about that series?
Jazz in 6.
Jazz in 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it for the Rhinos and Aliens After Dark. This is Monday, April
23rd.
23rd.
Yep.
Just so you guys know. Do you want to quickly go down to rehash our new predictions?
Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to Philly versus Miami, we both have them in 5 now, right?
Yeah. Hopefully that he can come back, though, just to make it interesting.
Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs.
Warriors in 5.
I completely agree with that prediction. Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, which, who knows?
Could go either way.
Yeah.
Bucks in 6.
You still have Bucks in 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going Boston 7.
Okay.
Okay, Houston Rockets, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Rockets in 5.
I'm going Rockets in 6 now.
It's not bad. I can see that.
Raptors versus the Wizards.
Raptors in 7.
Raptors in 7. I think this is going to be a home court series.
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers, Pacers.
Pacers in 7. I mean, Cavs in 7.
I'm not going to go against LeBron James, bro. Cavaliers in 7.
Smart man. Smart man.
Screw you, bro. And now Thunder versus the Jazz.
Jazz in 6.
Jazz in 6. Which we completely botched that series, and we botched the
Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for yet another episode of Rhinos and Aliens After Dark. Let us know, like always, what did you think about the series so far? What was the standout game? What's been the standout player for you? And if you want to contact us on social media, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, and we have Instagram. If you want to contact us personally, all that stuff is in the details below of the video. And then, of course, if you want to get in a deep conversation as soon as possible and get to us most directly, just leave a comment in the video. We would love to get back to you because this has been an amazing postseason, both in terms of performances and surprises.
Yeah. No, it's one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we hope we're going to see you next week.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next week for a sports update. Hopefully all Game 1 series should be over by then. And some game... I said Game 1. All first round series should be over with by then. And hopefully some round 2 series have started. But if some of these series do go 7, that will alter when the second round begins. So we hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day. If you're in Buffalo, enjoy today. It is a thing of beauty. Well, you probably already enjoyed today, but enjoy the week, and we hope to see you soon.
Yep.
Cadaddle.
Cadaddle. Sure.
You thought I was going to say cadoodle?
Again. You just... fuck off.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.